Have you ever opened your stock trading app, seen a stock jump up or fall sharply, and thought, who exactly is changing these prices? Who controls this? Why does a stock go from $20 to $21? Why does it fall from $50 to $48 in minutes? Is there someone behind the curtain pulling the strings? Today, you're going to finally understand the truth behind how stock prices are set, and trust me, it's probably not what you think. Most beginners believe the company sets the price of its own stock, but that's not true. The company creates the stock, yes, but after that, the price is determined by one simple, yet extremely powerful, principle: supply and demand. If more people want to buy a stock than sell it, the price rises. If more people want to sell than buy, the price falls. That's the entire foundation of the stock market. But while that sounds simple, the real forces behind supply and demand are far more complex. They involve emotions, institutions, news, algorithms, expectations, fear, greed, and billions of dollars moving every single second. Let's break it down in the simplest way possible. Think of the stock market as the world's biggest auction. Every second, buyers are shouting what they are willing to pay, and sellers are shouting what they are willing to accept. The price you see on your screen, that constantly moving number, is simply the last price where both a buyer and a seller agreed. Nothing magical. No secret mastermind setting prices. Just agreements between buyers and sellers. But the reason prices move so fast is because those agreements constantly change. Every second, new buyers enter, old buyers exit, sellers change their minds, and institutions place massive orders. These tiny changes in confidence, fear, and expectation all combine to create price movement. And here's where most beginners get confused. Price doesn't move based on what the company is worth. It moves based on what investors think it's worth. The stock market is driven by expectations, not facts. A company might be doing great, but if investors think its future will be rough, the stock will fall. A company might be struggling, but if investors believe it's about to explode in growth, the stock may rise. This is why you'll hear people say, "The stock market is emotional." It's true. Fear and greed move billions of dollars every day. Example: imagine a company announces amazing earnings, huge profits, increased revenue, strong growth, and you think, wow, the stock should go up. But instead it drops. Why? Because investors expected even better results. Their disappointment causes selling pressure, and selling pressure pushes the price down. The market doesn't react to news. It reacts to expectations. Transition to institutions. Now let's talk about one of the biggest forces behind price movement: institutional investors. These are hedge funds, banks, pension funds, mutual funds, government funds, insurance companies, and high-frequency trading firms. They control more than 70% of daily trading volume. Their buy and sell orders are so large that they can move prices even without news. If a big institution decides to dump $200 million worth of a stock, the price will fall, even if the company is perfectly fine. If they decide to buy heavily, the price rises, even if nothing actually changed in the company. Retail traders, everyday people, only move the market when there's extreme hype. Otherwise, the giants dominate the action. Explaining market makers. Here's something most beginners never learn: market makers. These are companies responsible for creating liquidity, meaning they make sure someone is always willing to buy and always willing to sell. They set the bid price and the ask price. The difference between those two is called the spread. That spread constantly changes based on how much demand or supply exists in the market at that moment. Market makers don't set the price, but their actions influence how quickly prices move by adjusting spreads and absorbing orders. Explaining orders. Now let's talk about the types of orders that move prices. Market orders and limit orders. A market order tells your broker, "Buy this immediately at the best available price." When lots of investors place market orders, buying pressure increases, and the price jumps. Limit orders, on the other hand, create invisible barriers. A large limit buy order can stop a stock from falling, and a large limit sell order can hold a stock from rising. This is why traders talk about support and resistance levels. These orders sit in something called the order book, a list of all buy and sell orders. The order book is constantly changing, and that constant change is a major driver of price movements. News impact. Next, let's talk about news. Earnings reports, government policies, interest rate changes, company announcements, scandals, layoffs, new products, lawsuits, all of these can dramatically influence investor behavior. But remember, the news doesn't move the market. Investor reactions do. If investors believe the news is good, they buy. If they believe it's bad, they sell. So the market is not reacting to reality. It's reacting to perception. Emotion cycles. Fear and greed create cycles. When fear hits, people panic and sell, causing a rapid drop. When greed hits, people FOMO buy, pushing prices higher. This is why bubbles and crashes happen. Markets are emotional, and emotions create irrational prices. The secret to being a successful investor is staying rational in an emotional market. Algorithms. Today, a lot of price movements come from algorithms, computer systems that trade automatically. They analyze news headlines, charts, patterns, statistics, and market conditions in milliseconds. When certain conditions are met, they buy or sell instantly. This makes the market faster, more volatile, and more unpredictable in the short term. But in the long term, companies still rise or fall based on one thing: performance. Liquidity. Liquidity also matters. Big companies like Apple, Amazon, and Microsoft have millions of shares traded every day, so price movement is smooth and stable. Small companies with low volume can jump or crash very quickly because even small orders can push prices around. Explaining value versus price. One of the most important lessons for beginners is understanding that price is not the same as value. A stock's price is just what people are willing to pay today. Its value is what the business is truly worth based on its finances, growth, and long-term potential. Smart investors buy value, not hype. Conclusion. So how are stock prices set? They're set by millions of decisions made every second, by buyers and sellers, by expectations, by emotions, by institutions, by algorithms, and by the constant push and pull of supply and demand. There's no one person deciding anything. It's a living, breathing ecosystem of investors all trying to predict the future. When you understand this, you stop fearing market dips, you stop chasing hype, and you start investing with confidence. You understand that short-term prices are noisy, emotional, and unpredictable, but long-term prices follow real business performance. This is how smart investors build wealth. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss powerful lessons like this.